Andrew Marchand and John Oran from Sports Media Podcast this morning provides us all another Pac-12 media negotiations update. Welcome to episode 172 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football. And if you do us well, please subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into PATC Chalk Talk. Update provided by Andrew Marchand and John Oran at the Sports Media Podcast. We will provide a link to the entire podcast in the description box below the video. Make sure you listen to the whole podcast. A lot of great information. Marchand and Oran, here we go. Number one, again, Andrew Marchand, like he said in the New York Post article on Monday, he said it this morning. They recorded this last night, but this morning it was released. ESPN not close to a deal with the Pac-12. This has major implications to what George Kliavkoff can get out of this deal to present to the Pac-12 presidents. Right now, ESPN and the Pac-12 are not close. Amazon's interested, but only at their number. Not feeling anything is imminent at this time. Amazon threw out a number a long time ago. They're interested in one game. They're not interested in Pac-12 tonnage. One game. Provided it's at their number, it's probably not a very high number. Amazon is interested, but nothing feels imminent at this time, according to Andrew Marchand. So where does that leave us? Apple TV is a possibility. Could there be a secret deal with Apple and it's coming out soon? It's possible. This is where the logic takes us. It takes us to that place. Apple TV, Pac-12. But Andrew Marchand says there's no indication that it's happening. It doesn't have any intel on it. Doesn't mean it's not happening. There's no leaks coming out of the Apple TV. Logic takes us there, but no indications at this point. And Marchand adds this: Apple takes its time. Apple won't jump for anyone. They didn't jump for the NFL. They're not going to jump for the Pac-12. Apple may be the media company that will pay the money the Pac-12 is looking for in their media deal. So this could work when it comes to the monetary part of the equation. Apple may be the media company that will pay out to get into the college football space. Not sure where the Pac-12 is going to go. And this was the money shot of the whole podcast. It's a dicey situation. Those were the exact words that Andrew Marchand, those were the exact words he used. Pac-12. Not sure where they're going, and it's a dicey situation. Oran speaks up and says, look, it doesn't have to be a deadline set right now. This seems to be a self-imposed deadline set by some of the Pac-12 presidents. And then Marchand answers back, well, the deadline is set because of the Big 12. They're trying to lure some of these Pac-12 schools into the conference. If one Pac-12 school leaves to the Big 12, what would that do to the Pac-12 in their future media negotiations? What does that do for the future of the Pac-12? Marchand also says, look, I'm not an expert in this part of the story, but he believes Arizona schools are locked in together. Oran speaks up and talks about the Pac-12 luck and their timing of a negotiation new media deal. He describes this as bad luck. Jumping into the negotiations at this time. Well, we disagree at Peek Around the Corner. We've said since October 30th, it wasn't bad luck. It was bad decision-making from the Pac-12. To wait, they should have taken their initial deal. They should have went to the open market because we described this media market as heading into a recession all the way back in episode 83 of October 30th. We said that the Brett Yormark struck the golden deal, got the best deal possible that he could have gotten. Signing with their current media partners, Fox Sports and ESPN, Brett Yormark did his job. George Kliavkoff slow played it. Bad decision making, not bad luck, according to what we believe here at Peek Around the Corner. And then Marchand said, look, Brett Yormark, it looks like he pulled off the all-time great move in his timing of the deal. Brett Yormark pulled off an all-time great move in his timing of the deal. That seems quite obvious to everybody right now. It should be. Some people are holding on to the fact still that Brett Yormark acted too early, but he did not. Of course he did not. So today's March 22nd. We were told that March 21st from a couple different writers out in the Pacific Coast that March 21st was the day on the calendar that we needed to circle. Remember that? We need to circle that date because the dominoes could start. No, Pac-12 dominoes would start to fall in a positive direction. ESPN could be the tier 1 right holder of the Pac-12. Amazon and Apple TV would combine and have blended coverage of the tier 2 content and what historically was placed on the Pac-12 networks. That's what John Casano said. March 21st, Pac-12 dominoes will start falling, and there was no meeting. It did not take place. We do not know the reasons why. There is some steam that the Pac-12 presidents, or many of them, are meeting for a Zoom meeting today, March 22nd. But who knows at this point? Things are very fluid, no question about it. They're scrambling. George Kliavkoff is scrambling. Pac-12 presidents, again, they don't want to leave each other, but some may be forced. They may feel that they're forced to leave the Pac-12. Here is a GIF by Ryan G. Thomas, Peek Around the Corner community member Ryan G. Thomas. Today's Pac-12 board meeting in a single GIF. Look, dominoes didn't quite fall. Something went wrong. Do the Pac-12 dominoes start falling today in a positive direction for the conference? Pac-12 full of universities, tremendous universities with great fans, maybe not great size fans, but great fans. Those who cheer for their alma mater, those who support their Pac-12 schools, they deserve better. They deserve better from the Pac-12 leadership. Over a decade of bad leadership in the Pac-12 has led us to this single point. Those great universities, the engine of the Pacific Coast, engines of the economy, great big engines of the economy for the United States of America, and their leadership, the Pac-12, the athletic conference, bad decision, one right after the other over the last 10 years. And this is where we sit today. The money shot, Andrew Marchand and that whole podcast, it's a dicey situation. Now, there's two questions. There's two major questions. Put down your thoughts and comments in the comment section below the video. To end episode 172, there's two major questions. One is, does George Kliavkoff really have a secret deal with Apple TV that he's about to present in front of the Pac-12 presidents that would save the day? Is that possible? Does he have a secret deal? Then that leads us to question number 2. If there is a secret deal out there with Apple TV, would all the 10 Pac-12 presidents actually sign on the dotted line for that arrangement to have Apple TV be the distributor of all Pac-12 content, to possibly sublicense Apple TV, sublicense out some of that content to linear networks, some of them big, but some of them medium size, some of them small? Would the Pac-12 presidents, those who believe that they have options elsewhere, those who've been talking to the Big 12 to make sure they have their safe landing spot just in case things don't go right, just in case they get into a dicey situation inside the Pac-12? Would those Pac-12 presidents actually sign on to a full 100% Apple TV deal? We don't think so at Peek Around the Corner. What do you think? Put down your comments in the comment section below the video. Hang with us here at Peek Around the Corner as we continue to follow this very important, very dramatic story coming out of the Pac-12 media negotiations, George Kliavkoff, dicey situation. Until next time. From all of us at Peek Around the Corner to all of you, please, you all take great care of each other. Thank you so very much.